Alright, g'day folks, welcome back to the channel. Now we're going to get straight into it. We've got a new RC crawler, 1/24 scale. Now, we've all done it. We've all sat there late at night, browsing the internet, as you do, doom scrolling through your phone, just ying. And then something catches your eye. It's super cheap. You know you shouldn't buy it, but you do. So, here we go. This is mine. We've got the LDRC Supercar 99, it says on the side, which has been built as a 1/24 scale climbing car. Now this thing weighed in at less than £30. I'll put a link to the truck where I bought it in the description, but this was less than 30 quid. And this really has surprised me. Let's take a look. So, first off, we've got the roll cage design, battery located up the back there, we've got lights at the front. Doesn't look too dissimilar to another 24th scale on the market for 3 or 4 times the price. So far, looks good. We've got little drivers in there. We've even got their heads on springs so they wobble. Wowzers. Almost look like 2 little Boba Fett's in there. Anyway, right, so roll cage all around. There's obviously a way of getting it off, but it's going to involve undoing a hell of a lot of screws, and we really don't need to do that. So we'll have a quick look, and then we're going to take it over the rocks. So, straight axles front and rear. We've got metal diffs. We've got metal axles in there. We've got plastic telescopic drive shafts. We've got 4-link suspension to the front and rear. We've got a 280 size motor in there. We've got a 10 ampere C. We've got a 9-gram servo 3-wire as well. Going to a little 3-pin plug there, which is pretty decent for upgrade. This thing was less than 30 quid. Well, not considerably, but less than 30 quid. We got plastic friction dampers with the internal spring type. These things look cheap and cheerful. It is a cheap car, but they seem to work. It's got some nice articulation with it. We'll see. I'm looking forward to taking this out on the rocks now. Initially, after I bought it, the following morning, I had a look online. I was thinking, oh, crikey. You know, here we go again. Oh well, it's only 30 quid, but now I've got it in hand, I've got high hopes. To be honest, these tyres, there's no foams in there, let's be honest, but they're super soft. I'm hoping what they're going to lack in overall grip, they were sort of gaining the ability to be able to squidge around things and give me the grip that way, but looks like standard 5mm hex in there, so we're open to swaps anyway. Nice. That's more than enough waffle. Still got the back. That's... We'll see. Anyway, what lets it down is the transmitter. It's super basic and it feels super cheap. But we do have a foam wheel on there. It's fully proportional. We've got a thumb throttle as well. We've just got one dial here on the top for steering trim. It is what it is, but it's functional anyway. Well, I hope it's functional, but let's go and check. Let's take this out on the rocks. Right, so we're outside now on the rocks. Now, I had this jib set up from earlier on in the week for another video that I did. So, might as well try it. The other... Oh, a bit twitchy on the electronics. You really need a steady finger, but those tyres so far are performing better than on other rigs that I've got, which are twice the price, which I have left standard, and I've done the videos on them, so we'll leave them in the description as well. But giving it a good stab, to be fair. Now I'll try and come up this time on a slightly different line, so I can give it a better chance. Oh, thought I was going straight up then. Now I'm going to lose this in a sec. So far, to be fair, not too bad. Now, the electronics are a tad keen in it. It does say that it's got a speedy motor, but you've got to be a bit gentle on the finger, but those tyres aren't too bad at all. Still catching there. If we could just carry enough, I was going to say forward momentum. All right, let's be, where are you going? Let's be a little bit adventurous with it. Let's come up from the other way, something the other rigs struggled with. Let's see how we get on. No, just dig in. Come on. There you go. Just starting to rain as well. Give it a little bit of a helper since we've just started to rain here in the UK. So we're going to have wet. Okay, this isn't helping. So we can get up and over then, but kind of questioning how we're going to get down from here. Just like that. Right, the rain's starting to get a bit heavier here, so we're going to move indoors. Right, so we're on the indoor section now. Now, as you notice from outside on the rocks, the only real peeve I've got with it would be the electronics, and although they are fully proportional, you've got to be really gentle on the finger. We could do with a throttle trim on there so we can turn that down a little bit, but hey ho, we deal with what we've got, as we always say. Come on. Right, everything's struggling at the minute. Ooh, let's try again. I do like the way the suspension works. Like I say, a bit skippy. Did you see that? Right, let's see if it fares a little better on the way back now. Tyres wise, the tyres are fine. Could benefit from a little bit more ground clearance, but it's not. The reverse, oh, all or nothing. Yeah, the reverse is really delayed at times and it shoots you backwards. But electronics wise, stuff like that can get sorted, and for relatively cheaply. Now, so chassis wise, I think it's really sweet. For the money, it's worth it just for the chassis. Electronics wise, first impressions, I'd be thinking about switching them out, but I think some decent electronics in there. Not mega expensive, it doesn't need it, it's a cheap rig. And some decent cheap shocks in there, be them oil or friction. And tyres, they're bang on. Now that is something way off the table, but that was something that some of the other rigs in the previous videos, which were double, triple the price scaled with, they couldn't cope with that line. Not as easy as that anyway. This is impressive. Less than 30 quid. Beginning to think I should have bought two. No reverse, so I know that this is going to go flying off the table. Right, check this out. This is the triangular jib of doom that I, for some reason, I'm not sure where I was going with it when I was making it, but it's given problems to pretty much every rig I've got on the small scale, on the 24ths. Let's see how the LDRC gets on. Ah. Well, that's the best go yet for any of the rigs. Who'd have thought the £30 rig was the one that made it? Let's have another go, just make sure it wasn't a fluke. Come on. Maybe it was. Then it's hitting reverse now and keeping it on the table, to be fair. Oh no, there we go. We got a bit skew on it. We're off the table, and I'm having it. I'm having it. Right, so in conclusion, for £27, sub 30 quid, this is it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm putting it up there in out of the box capability, out of the box of what it can do. It's as good as the Charisma, the FTX. It's performing better than the Element out of the box. That's for sure. Maybe not the Axial. The Basecamp, that was pretty good. The FCX 24M, the range. This, out of the box, so much better. The range is a range. That's super cool. But I'm super impressed. Super impressed. I've left the link for it in the description. Check it out. Check out the other videos. I've left links in the description. Check a back catalogue. We've got plenty. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.